Howdy y'all, welcome to Nerd Studio. We're out at the range today with the second video on the CZ Scorpion Evo pistol. Stay tuned. Alright, what we want to do in the video today is show you the upgrades that we've done, the carrying case we've got, and then we want to shoot what I think is good carry ammo through it. We're going to shoot some Federal Premium HSTs. These are 124 grain plus P, and see how it handles that and make sure that we're still zeroed with that ammo at our personal defense distance. So first of all, this backpack, this is what is this, Tactical Performance, I think is the name of the company. Tactical Performance, yeah. So found this at Academy Sports. It was, it was under $40. Perfect for what I'm doing here. I'm not going to war. It's rugged. It's got molly straps all over it, and that's cool. Got some molly hooks up here. It's got pockets inside designed for pistols, but I only got one pistol here. So it holds the Scorpion Evo just fine. What did we do to the gun? Well, we of course put Talon grips on it because it's a pistol, and if you watch the channel, I put Talon grips on all my pistols. This actually really does help. It gives you a much sturdier gripping surface, trust me. All right, so what else did we do? We put the extended charging handle from HB Industries on there. Now it sticks out a little further. The original charging handle was, kind of a low snag risk. This one is farther out, but man, it is so much easier to operate. That little charging handle was kind of a pain. So we'll see how this works, see if I have snagging trouble with it. If I do, there's another one out there that actually folds in. I might try that. We'll see. This felt really solid. Installing this thing was a piece of cake. You just push out a pin, pull the thing out. There's plenty of videos out there on how to do it, but it didn't take long to do at all. So I think that's all we've done to the outside of the gun since the last video. The other thing we did was pick up, these are 30 round magazines from CZ. This is their new design, and they aren't smoked through, but they do have smoked windows right here, so you can actually see how many rounds you've got in the magazine. This feels sturdier than the original magazines that came with the gun. So these were, I think, about 30 bucks. So in the world of magazines, a little expensive when you think about, P-mags for an AR at $10 or $12. But we'll see. I haven't shot any rounds out of them. We're going to try it today. All right, let's get on the bench. It's pretty hot out today, so we got some shade up, and we'll get on the bench and see how these HSTs shoot out of the gun. This gun is a lot of fun, but honestly, I think it's the ultimate home defense gun. 30 rounds, 9mm in the house. Man, hollow points in it. Easy to use, reliable. Well, it's the book on it at least that it's reliable. I'll let you know what I think about its reliability over time. Alright, there we went. 2 more each way, and let's shoot 5 more. The trigger's good. It's not amazing. It's good. It's good enough for this. Now, Franklin Armory is coming out with a binary trigger for it. I understand you'll be able to order it on July the 4th. I've seen some video of it. I don't know. I'm not going to be an early adopter of that. It would be cool to have if it's a good functioning binary trigger, it'd be good to have on this gun. But some of the Franklin stuff that I've seen, they have a tendency in their design to allow you to overrun the bolt. Now, I don't know if that's the case with this. This thing has such a high rate of fire, it may not be possible to do, but I'm going to see when the production model comes out and what people have to say before I buy one. Alright, so windage is right. I think I'm gonna bring it down. One more click. Why not? You're playing around at, I don't know, 15 yards or whatever this is. Yeah, might as well have it dead on, right? Alright, 5 more. It'll be 20 rounds with the HSTs. I think that's certainly plenty for me to say that this gun's going to be able to eat anything I put in it, or at least eat this ammo. The book on this gun, the book on the gun, so the story is these things will eat just about anything, so I wasn't really concerned, but you know, you got to shoot it to know. Alright, this one's in the upper left. Yeah. I think I'm going to take it one click left. And I think we're good. Ooh, nice breeze. Yeah, I think that's dead on. Hold on, I'll go up and get a picture. All right, what you're seeing here in the center of the picture is that first 5-round group. Then what did I do? I shot low left next and adjusted it. Shot low right next, and then upper left was the next one, and then my final group where I think I'm on target is that upper right. You know, 15 yards, it's not a challenge or anything, but I want to know that, you know, distances I'm seeing in my house are going to be dead on with this HST ammo. And that's what I've got. So there you go. One of the other things I promised to do for you was to take this apart and sort of let you see the internals. I'm going to try and do that out here. Now, I'm going to be honest, I've only taken this apart a couple of times, and I haven't done it for a few weeks, so we may struggle a little bit here, but it was pretty easy to take apart. Where's my pin? Yeah, it's up here. So I think you send the bolt home, and you pop that pin. Let's see. Actually, it's been locked back and pop the pin. Yeah, that was it. So you lock the bolt back, you pop the pin, and there's the trigger group. And we'll get you pictures of all this, because I know it's hard to see on the camera. The trigger group is really interesting. You know, it's one solid piece. It just feels great. Now I know it's all made of polymer, but God, it feels solid. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do this. taking the bolt out was actually pretty easy. I think there was a, let's see, let me actually do this. Send that guy home, I think. Yeah, that's the bolt. That's how easy it is to take that thing apart. And that's really all you do for cleaning it. There's, I'm sure this breaks down further, but for me, I've got no reason to think I need to do that. I mean, this thing is heavy, so heavy. It's like a big solid chunk of steel. Crazy. So yeah, putting it back together. Well, hold on. Let me get some pictures of it for you, so I don't have to keep doing this over and over. All right, so picture time. Let's see. Say cheese, trigger pack. And bolt. Yeah, that thing, it's a beast. Down inside here. We'll see. Maybe those pictures came out. So putting it back together, you just do the reverse. Like that. Lock it back. This guy, you gotta kind of, if I remember right. Well, might help if I did it the right way though. No, was that the right way? That was the right way. Again, I have only done this once or twice. What was the trick here? Aha! Like that. It's got to slide in that little doodad there. And then slam that pin home. Function check. Folks, that couldn't be any easier. I literally have only done that a couple of times and it just went boop like that. So, there you go. Alright, I brought some target ammo. Let's do that. Range box. Oh, hey, I've got some, here's some various mix and match. I've got some of the poly case here. Let's shoot some of that. Water. Oh man, it's hot. Is it hot where you guys are at? I don't know. Post, make some comments below, then let me know where you all are watching from. That's kind of fun. So assuming this is still on YouTube, I don't know. I don't know where my videos play anymore. Alright, let's try some of this poly case. I got a couple of rounds of that. This is actually, it's a poly case bullet. I forget who makes the round. The interesting thing about this case, let me get you a close-up picture of that. This is actually a steel case, but it's reloadable. You might have seen some articles about this around. Yeah, that's a good picture of it. You know, I'd love to see these steel cases become the norm because it makes it much easier to pick up at the range. I've only got about 4 rounds of this, I think. The cool part about that is, you know, it's a lot easier to pick up if you can do it with a rolling magnet. We have one out here for getting rid of the steel case ammo. But you do have to get they have specific dies for it, which are, you know, not terribly expensive. I think they were, you know, $50 or whatever, like a set of pistol dies, but that you do have to have special dies for it. Although we were planning to try it with our regular Dillon die set we have just to see what it does, but I'll let you know. Another project. I'm backlogged on a lot of videos. Alright, let's see what this thing does. Oops. There we go. Where am I going to shoot? How about there? Function's fine. It's shooting right from where I've got it set, but that's fine. And, you know, that group's touching each other. The bullets, I mean, the ammunition works fine out of it. That's great. Alright, what are these guys? It's a spear case. Might actually be one of the, it's a hollow point, spear hollow points. Let's see what it does with it. Yeah, that's dead on point of aim. Functions fine. Alright, let's see what I did to my target loads. I can't get over how heavy the bolt is in this thing. I mean, it is designed as a machine gun, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Okay, so my target loads are now about an inch low and an inch right. No problem though. I can aim an inch high and left. You know, what are you doing with the target loads? You're practicing the manual of arms, you're having fun shooting steel. I know that those 124 grain hollow points, I know exactly where they're going to hit at 15 yards. That's good enough for me. Shooting that hostage target. Can't even hear him. Alright, so let's load this thing up with 30 rounds. Make sure the mag works full. And I think we'll call it good. I don't normally talk on the video while I'm reloading and while I'm loading mags, but you know, maybe I don't normally have that much to say. I think they make for very long videos. Maybe you guys dig that, I don't know. These magazines aren't a terror on your thumb, which is awesome. Oh, that's a lot of food in there. Where are we at? That's about 20. As far as I know, nobody's made a loader for this yet. Not really found anyway. We're getting close there. Oh, that was it. Yeah. It feels full. The window shows. Alright, you guys count. Was it 30? Magazine runs fine. Alright. Alright, let me get out from under this tent here. Well, that pretty much tells me what I need to know. One of the things I don't think I mentioned was this hollow sun is co-witnessing really well lower third with the iron sights on here. Yeah, that works really well if you're into that. Honestly, since this runs off a solar charged 50,000 hour battery, the quality of this optic is very high from what I read. You know, I'm only going to be able to tell you that from personal experience over time. I'm not terribly worried about the optic failing, so the co-witnessing is not a big deal to me, but it did just happen. I put it on there, got it zeroed, and you're dead on. So awesome. Man, what do I think about this gun? You know, a lot of people buy these as plinkers. I'm sure they feel great, they're fun to shoot. I honestly really do believe that I would bet my life on that gun. It's light. It's fully ambidextrous. My wife's a lefty. I mean, I didn't really look and see what the ejection pattern was. Boy, I have trouble shooting left-handed. Hold on. Let me get a couple of rounds. We'll find that out. All right. Shooting lefty. God, that feels weird. There it is. Yeah, so no problem with the ejection pattern. So it's something my wife's going to be able to shoot with no problem. Pick it up. You know, it works a lot like an AR-15. Yeah, you've got the funky charging handle thing that, you know, you can get that whole MP5 feel to it, but it's not really necessary. It does lock open on the last round like an AR, and you have the bolt release, all that good stuff. It's all pretty much in the same spot. Feels very similar. Probably the only thing left to do here, I might look at getting a sling for it, but you know, again, honestly, it's home defense. The sling just sort of gets in the way. Particularly if, you know, you're going to expect a family member who's not a gun nerd to use it. There is a potential. Rock City Guns just got their Class 3 paperwork in, so, which means suppressors and short barrel rifles and all that stuff through them. They're my guys, and I could see a suppressor on this, honestly. I really could. Whew, love that gun. Nice job, CZ. If you're not selling these things like crazy, I'd be surprised. Alright, sorry for the really long video, but I just felt like rambling on. What do we say now? Oh yeah, always remember, anyone can shoot. Anyone can shoot this Evo. Get your hands on one. They're a great buy at, you know, under 800 bucks. Slap yourself that pistol brace on it and go. Anybody can shoot and have fun. We'll see you next time.
Yeehaw!